Good morning, children. Are you okay? Hope all are fine and doing great. Welcome to 8th Standard English online class. I'm Shahnaz, your English teacher. Children, have you remembered what was in the last class? Yes, it was a beautiful and a motivating poem written by Edgar Albert Guest. Have you remembered that? Things that haven't been done before? Okay, what was in that poem? That poem I told you already, it was a motivating poem, and that poem contains 4 stanzas. Each stanza tells about different things, right? The first stanza tells about Mr. Christopher Columbus and about his dream and how did he succeed in his life, right? Okay, what about the second stanza? Second stanza tells about the people who are not at all ready to take new things. They are not at all ready to take risk. They never try a new thing because they are afraid of doing things and they need to go through the safest way. Okay, what about the third stanza? The third stanza about the adventurous people, right? They want to follow their dreams. They never follow the beaten path. They never follow the path which is used by others. They want to try a new path always. They want to find out new things and they want to show the way to others. Have you remembered all this? And the last stanza, it tells about the poet tells the readers what is worthwhile, right? What's worthwhile? We should do the things that haven't been done before. That is worthwhile. The poet asks everyone to do something new, right? And he asked the readers what kind of people we are, right? Whether we are afraid of doing things or whether we are afraid of the success and failure, or we are ready to do new things without caring the success or failure. That is only worthwhile. He again and again advises through this poem, right? Okay, now today we are going to the exercise part of this poem. Children, you please take page number 34, page number 34, the exercise of the poem, the things that haven't been done before, okay? What's given here? What is the first exercise? It's very interesting. Match the ideas in column A with the stanzas. They appear in column B. You see, column A. The column A tells some statements or something given here, and which stanzas are telling about this, and that we need to match about the things given here in the first column A with the column B. The poet addresses the reader directly. What I told you, which stanza tells the reader, which stanza addresses the readers directly? Just only I mentioned that one. It was in the 4th stanza, right? Okay. The poet addresses the reader directly in the 4th stanza. And next one, people who do not take any risk. In which stanza the poet says about the people who are not ready to take any risk in their life and they never try a new thing? Which stanza? It is in the 2nd stanza, right? Okay. And a daring explorer. Who is the daring explorer mentioned in the poem? That is Christopher Columbus, right? In which stanza the poet tells about Christopher Columbus? It's in stanza 1, right? So, the daring explorer, Christopher Columbus, that is in the first stanza. And the last one, people who do new unusual things. In which stanza poet tells about the people who do new unusual things, who are courageous and adventurous to do the new things? That's in the third stanza. Okay. So that's about the first exercise. It's for matching, and you need to match it according to that. Okay. What's the second question? Let me move to the second question. Children, all of you should keep your textbook along with you while I'm discussing these things. You should go through your textbook also. Then only you can follow this. Right? Hope everyone got your textbook. Which lines in stanza 1 gives us a summary of the poem? And actually, what's the summary of the poem? What's the main idea of the poem? The things that haven't been done before. Everyone should try new things without carrying the success or failure. We should try new things. We should show some courage to do new things. Okay. So which stanza tells about this? Which line in the first stanza gives a summary of the poem? Nothing. It's here. The things that haven't been done before. Those are the things those are the things to try. So it is in the first line itself. Okay. Then the third question. What's the third question? The poet admires Columbus because why does the poet admire Columbus? He was famous and popular. He was daring and adventurous. He had leadership qualities. Which one is the right one? A, B or C? He was famous and popular. He was daring and adventurous. He had leadership qualities. Which is the correct answer? He was daring and adventurous. You know about Columbus. We learned that how did Columbus succeed in his life? He was adventurous, he was daring, and also he did not give any attention to the people who made fun of him. And also he did not give any attention to the fears or doubts showed by the crews. So he was daring and adventurous. Right? Okay, next one. The fourth question. Unlike the crowds, the crew of Columbus' ship supported him. We want to say whether it is true or false. Let me read the question one more time. Unlike the crowds, the crew of Columbus' ship supported him. Did the crew support him? No, they never support him. They showed number of doubts and fears, right? So they did not support him. So that one is wrong. So it is false. According to the poet, why do most people follow the beaten track and want to know the things that were known before? This is the fifth question. What is the fifth question? According to the poet, why do most people follow the beaten track and want to know the things that were known before? You tell me. Why do people select the beaten path? That is very clear, because these people are not ready to take any risk in their lives. So the beaten path, it's already safe and it has enough guidepost, and success also sure. And many people, some people already told them that you go through this way and this is the safest way. You will not find any kind of difficulties when you go through this way. So these people are not ready to take any kind of risk in their life, and also they need to reach into success. Okay. And the sixth question. Which little phrase in stanza 3 is the opposite of the many in stanza 2? The many, you see, opposite of the many in stanza 2. Listen. What is the opposite of the many used in this poem? That is a few. The many, a few. A few means very little. Okay, a few. The next one. Which phrase in stanza 3 means the same as beaten track in stanza 2? Beaten track, the same thing we can see in the stanza 2 also, stanza 3 also, that is beaten track. Similar word, beaten path. Beaten track, similar word, beaten path. Beaten path. Beaten path. Beaten path. Okay. Then 8th question. They blazed the path for many. Stanza 3. This is in stanza 3. They blazed the path for many. Who does they refer to? Who does they refer to? In stanza 3, who does they refer to here? I already told the stanza 3 tells about the people, those who are ready to take risks. They are adventurous, they are daring, and also they never follow the footsteps of others. They never follow the beaten path. Instead, they follow their dreams. Yes or no? Okay, these people, very less people are like that, and these people follow only their dreams. They never follow the path used by others. They need to discover new things. They need to reach first in their destination, and also they need to show the way to others. Right? So, who are they refer here? The adventurous people. The people who have ready to take adventures. Okay. And the 9th question. Which phrase in stanza 4 means same as many in stanza 2? You see, which phrase in stanza 4 means the same as the many in stanza 2? The many. Once this is the opposite. The many, opposite I told, it is a few, and that is in the 2nd stanza. And here in the 8th question they asked about, in the 9th question they asked about 4th stanza. Which phrase in stanza 4 means the same as the many? Same mean also the many, that is flock. F-L-O-C-K. What is mean by flock? A group. Flock means a group of people. Okay. Now it's very interesting question given below. Find the rhyming words in the poem for following words. Rhyming words we already found in the last class. We already picked all the rhyming words in the last class. Here also we need to do that. Here we have some words here. Fry, long, few, lack, say, low, smart, till, sail. We need to find out the rhyming words which are rhyming with the words given here. Okay. First word, more. Okay. More. We need to find out the rhyming words from this poem itself. First word, more. More. What are the rhyming words having the same rhyme with this more given in the poem? That is shore and before. Children, you need to check your textbook. Okay. Shore and before. Shore, before. Okay, more, shore, before. Okay, next one, fry. Fry. Okay, what are they? Try and sky. Try and sky. Then long. You see? Long. Long, what are the rhyming words in the poem? Strong and throng. Strong and throng. And throng. Then lack. Before that, one more. Few. Few. Okay. Children, you also need to check these words. Okay. You have the textbook. You also need to find out from your poem. Few, new, then crew. Crew. The next one, lack. Lack. Track and back. Track and back. Then say, way, then say, way and day. Day. Say, way, day. What's the next one? Low. 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 Go. Then no. No. Then smart, smart, short, smart, short, then apart, apart. Okay, two more. Let's write it here. Teen. Teen. What are the rhyming words? Been and seen. Been and seen. Then sail. Sail, coil. Q-U-A-I-L, coil, and fail. Fail. Okay, these are the rhyming words given in the poem. Okay, you see. More, shore, before, fry, try, sky, long, strong, throng, few, new, crew, lag, track, back, say, way, day, low, go, no, smart, short, apart, teen, been, seen, sail, coil, fail. Children, all of you should take your textbook and notebook and write all these exercises in your notebook. Don't forget to do. If you feel any doubt, you can ask at any time through the telephone. Okay, you can call to my number, or you can ask through the WhatsApp. Okay, children. So, we did not do the first two lessons, right? What was the lesson? What's given there in the first part? Under Unit 1, Section 1 and 2 is still pending. Okay, anyway, that Section 1 we will do on the coming class. We will do it in the coming classes. And before that, I need to give you some more things. Listen, have you heard the word global circumnavigation? Global circumnavigation. Let me rub this one. Okay. Global circumnavigation. Global circumnavigation. What does it mean? Global circumnavigation. It's nothing but sailing all the way around the world. Sailing all the way around the world. Global circumnavigation means sailing all the way around the world. Okay. Do you know, have you heard about Ferdinand Magellan. Okay. Let me ask you some question. Let me ask you one question. Who was the first circumnavigator in the world? Who was the first circumnavigator in the world? That's this Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan, he was a Portuguese explorer. Ferdinand Magellan was a Portuguese explorer, and also he wanted to show that, he wanted to prove that the world, this earth was in round shape. Okay? And also through his explorations, he proved, through his exploration, he had proved that the earth is round. Clear? Okay, that's about circumnavigation. What is circumnavigation? It means sailing all the way around the world. Children, are you interested in quiz? Okay, here there are many quiz, many questions are given here. Let me read. Here is a quiz about some famous people who have circumnavigated the world from 15th century onwards. Look at each name and underline the century they made the voyage in. You have two options here, and both are the name of century, and you need to find out the correct name of the century. Okay, in which century they have done this. Okay, and you can find out all the answers first. After that, you can check your answers whether it is correct or not with page number 34. In page number 34, you can see the answer of all these questions. Okay, after finding out only you need to check there. Okay, right, children? Okay, so through the coming class we'll discuss unit 1. Under unit 1 we'll discuss section 1. What's the name of the lesson there? Around the world in 254 days. So coming class we will discuss the lesson around the world in 254 days. Now it is the time to wind up. Let me sign out. Thank you. Have a colorful day.